Hello friends, I'm Lindsay and this is your Monday Sparkle Up. Today I'm delighted to bring you one of Lindsay's loves. So I have a great recommendation for you today about spring. So spring is coming. I know it still looks like a barren landscape and you might you might be thinking you live in the Soviet Russia or something, with the gray sky and the naked trees. But it's coming. You can feel it. You can hear it in the birds' songs. And so, with the onset of spring, many of us feel this urge to start to do some spring cleaning. This is a fabulous idea. It's a great time to get rid of what's old and allow the opportunity for new to come ushering into our worlds. The trouble is, we probably do it the same way each and every time with limited results. So I'm here to make a marvelous recommendation to you. A book I've come to absolutely love. In her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, Marie Kondo shows us step by step how to put our life in order once and for all. So I can understand your initial skepticism, as I had the very same skepticism upon learning about this book, but I do believe that if taken all the way through to its end, a one-time clear out will be all that's required to put your life in order once and for all. Now, I don't mean to suggest that you can take a long weekend and get this done. I'm sure it takes many people a long period of dedicated time to really make the impact in their world that they're wanting to. But I believe it's absolutely worth it. So many of us, especially in America, feel enslaved by our stuff, and we're so fortunate to have way more than we actually need to lead healthy, successful lives. So we accumulate, and our kids accumulate, and our spouses and our family members, and people are always giving us things, and it's a marvelous way to live, but we can easily find ourselves inundated by the things around us. And I just feel like in a world and in a time when we have access to things that absolutely light us up, isn't that all we should see in the landscape of our lives? Shouldn't we look around at our surroundings and be absolutely enamored at every single item we see? And we've never had the greater capability of enjoying that than now. I like to give you a quick sense of the KonMari method that Marie Kondo lays out in her book. So versus going room by room or a little bit at a time, she suggests going category by category, taking all of your clothes and doing an audit of the entire lot before moving on to books and then other items. She has like a category by category syllabus, you might call it, a decluttering syllabus. And by taking all of your clothes from every closet, every dresser, every little nook and cranny, you really get a sense of what you actually have. And therein lies the simplicity but also genius of this ideology. It's, I think, probably understood that all of us really don't have a sense of how much we really have of everything we have. So by taking everything, all of your clothes and all of your books, taking them not together, separately of course, but by looking at absolutely every little shred of what you have, you get a sense of how much there is. And then her methodology is to determine with each piece individually, does this spark joy for me? And it's worth noting that sometimes things come into our lives and they fulfill their purpose, and then it's time for them to be moved on to another home, and that's okay. So in applying this methodology, we can actually become unenslaved by our stuff, by our surroundings, and live with greater mental clarity and greater energy for things that really do light us up. So I want to wholeheartedly encourage you to get this as a book on Amazon. It's like $10, but it could change your whole life. And it's the perfect time of year. We already feel that natural inclination to do this sort of work. So I do so hope that you'll invest the time in recreating your world and making it a place that you love to be in, and allowing every single thing that your eyes land on around you to spark joy. Now, one last note. You'll notice that I am not filming this from the inside of my home, and that is because I'm still in the process of tidying up, as Marie would say. But I do want to let you know that I did this with my clothes, and it was astounding. I was shocked by how many clothes I actually had, and I got rid of about 70% of my clothes and have really never looked back. So, and I also really believe in this Pareto principle that we wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. We use 20% of our items 80% of the time, and that falls right in line with this book. So find your 20%. Find the 20% that you love and use, and keep those in your life, and then clear the rest out, making room for something new. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. Send some photos if you dare, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.